Yes, the Milwaukee M12 Rocket Light. Had it over a year, but how has it held up? Would I still recommend this light? Yep, this series is called... Now, I have used and abused this light many of times, and I'll tell you, I got a lot of hours on it. Not once have I had any issue with it. Everything on this light still works as good as day one. That's a good thing to hear, considering that some of the tools that I have purchased in the past, well, that's not always the case. So let's talk about this a little bit more. The power button still works great. Allows you to adjust that illumination to just where you need it. High, bright, low, medium. So no issues with that. As for the legs, yep, they still glide up and down very smoothly, very easy to adjust. As for closing this thing up, all you got to do is, and that is it. Bring it down and it locks in. So no problems with that at all. That's great. Now, I have actually dropped this a couple times. No damage to the light itself or the glass. Go ahead and put that down in. That's a protectant. I really like that they added that feature, whereas other lights did not. They sort of just stand up. This right here allows you to protect that light. Now, as for a couple irritants that I have with this light, let's talk about that. Well, if you adjust this up like so, you really have to push up hard or pull up hard to let it stand up on its own. If not, it's just going to sink on you. But it's just something you have to get used to. If you don't, well, this thing is just going to basically do this. And that ain't good. However, the two main complaints that I have with this is, well, that's where your outlet goes, that's where your leg is. It's sort of always in the way for me. Now, to fix that, you could plug it in first and then open up your legs. But if my battery dies and I don't have another one charged, it would be nice to not have to reposition this or open and close it to plug that in. You can get the plug in there, but it's still a little bit irritating. My other issue is with the battery, taking it out. Not so much putting it in, but when these things go in, they stay in pretty snug. You always have to bring this thing over, take it up, pick it up, move it around, take that battery out because they're just a pain to get out. Now, that said, that's a minor issue, and it doesn't affect how this thing operates at all. I'm just pointing out some of the things that sort of irritate me. And the last thing I will say that irritates me is you have to use at least a 3.0 M12 battery, because this thing will die very quickly on medium or high. On low, you got some runtime, but I'm telling you, make sure you have those larger batteries or it's just going to drive you up a wall. Other than that, would I still recommend the Milwaukee M12 Rocket Light? Abso-freaking-lutely. This thing is awesome. Again, a couple small little quirks, but other than that, it is just an awesome light. Now, if you like this video, or if it helped you in any single way, please smash that like button, get subscribed, hit that bell notification, because we're going to do a couple more videos of 1 year later, and we'll see if we still like the tools that we reviewed in the past. I'll put a link for the full review of this right here. Thanks for stopping by. We'll be back with more videos soon.